Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a series for our upper bodies. So if you like headstand, handstand, pincha, any of the arm balances, crow, figure eight, firefly, we are going to strengthen the upper body and make those poses maybe a tad bit easier for you. As with all things, it takes time to build strength. So I challenge you not to do this series one time. I challenge you to do this maybe once a month, or maybe use one of the practices once a week. Maybe pick your favorite and just do it a couple times a month and see how it goes. I believe that if our own body weight makes us sore, there's no reason to add weights until we're no longer feeling soreness. You will need a pair of blocks. It's going to make some of this much easier to do. We are going to start this in a nice seated position. So if you want to grab one of your blocks and sit on it, because we're not doing legs, we're doing upper body. So the focus is going to be on the upper body. So I want the rest of your body to be super comfortable. We can start in a kneeling position or seated position, whichever you like. I'm just going to start out with some basic shoulder stretches. So if your shoulders are hurting tomorrow, and come back to these stretches. First things, open the arms out big and wide here. And then we're going to take them all the way back as far as we can. So trying to reach the fingertips to touch. They're not going to do it, but we're trying. Just opening up the front of the body and the front of the shoulders and the chest. And then we're going to take a big round here. So bring in the hands to touch. Kind of like a cat-cow motion, but not quite. And then we're going to open them up into cactus. So a little bit of a different pull in the front. It's getting more of these muscles. And then we're going to hug. So big hug, right hand on top, right arm on top. Trying to grab those shoulder blades, and then we pull. And then a big open again. And this time when we come to the hug, the left arm's on top. Pulling on those shoulder blades. Beautiful. Open up. We're going to take the right arm across the body, catch it with the left, and pull. So now we're getting into this outer right shoulder. We've done these before. These should be very familiar for you. And then we're going to take it to the small of the back. Light pressure on that right elbow. Actively reaching down with this right arm to activate the stretch in this right shoulder. We're breathing through these poses. We're not going to forget the breath today. Beautiful. Big open with the arms again. Range of motion here. Take the left arm across the body, catch it with the right, and pull. Feeling this in this outer left shoulder. And then overhead, and maybe light pressure on that left elbow. Left hand's actively reaching down the back. Nice big inhale and exhale here. And big open with the arms again. This time we are going to interlace our hands and then maybe try to bring the palms to touch as we straighten the arms and pull them away from our booties. We're still not rounding or collapsing through the spine, so we have a nice straight spine here. We're just getting into the arms. Very nice. Go ahead and release. We're going to come into an all-fours position. So we're going to start with some cat-cow, and then we're going to warm our wrists up here. So once you get here, just go ahead and take some cat-cows. Inhale, lift, and exhale, round. Lift, round. We'll do it one more time. Lift, and round. Beautiful. You're just going to rock forwards and backwards here. Neutral all fours. And now let's rock side to side. Really gripping through the mat to feel into the wrist. And now let's point the fingers towards the outer edges of the mat, and then let's take that rock side to side again. Still gripping through the mat. Should feel really nice. Just waking up. And then take the fingers and point them towards your knees. If you want, you can tuck your toes, kind of rocking forwards and backwards here, really getting into the forearms and the wrist. This is just as important as the shoulder stretches, because if your hands can't come all the way flat to the mat, arm balances and handstands are going to be quite challenging. However, we can all get there with simple stretches done daily. We can do stretches daily. We don't have to work out every day, but we can stretch daily. Beautiful. Go ahead and sit back on those toes. Take a nice roll of the wrist. Reverse that roll. Nice job. Go ahead and come forward. So our pose here, plank. Now, if plank for you is just not an option, we lower the knees down. Okay, so plank, tuck in the tailbone. I like the gaze to be forward. This helps us to not round, right? When my gaze is down, I have a more tendency to round here. When my gaze is forward, it's easier to tuck my tailbone and keep myself in alignment. We're doing rocks, okay? So here's our rocks. If your knees are down, we're kind of rocking more in a push-up position to get the sensation. It's harder to rock with the knees down, but it can be done. So we're just rocking here, warming up the shoulders, warming up the wrist, breathing. We're not missing out on the breath. And we're going to send the hips up and back, down dog. Now, if your shoulders are already burning, you can take child's pose for just a second. If that feels good to you, okay? We are going to come back into our plank, so if you need a little break, take it. I'm going to offer many breaks. I want you to be able to get through it. And upper body work is not for the faint of heart. We're going to take 2 more rounds of breath here, actively pushing through the shoulders, maybe taking a big bend in the knees if you're in down dog. Getting that shoulder stretch. We're coming in for push-ups. So push-ups are my least favorite, but they are necessary to build strength. So if you want to lower down on the knees, be my guest. We're hugging the elbows into the rib cage, just like a chaturanga, and then just pushing back up 5 times. So let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and push back. Down dog or child's pose, if you like that. We'll just take 3 rounds of breath here. And of course, if you're wanting more right now, you can always come into dolphin. And 1 more round of breath wherever you are. Very nice job. We're going to inhale this right leg up, 3-leg dog. We're going to bring this knee to nose, big round through the spine here. Come all the way forward. Rounded high push-up or high plank here. And 3-leg dog. Knee to right elbow. Breathe. We're not holding or clenching the breath. Knee to left elbow. You got this. We're opening up, side plank, left side. Right hand up. You can bring that right hand to your right hip. And we're just going to take some dips here. So lower down that hip for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Back around to plank. We're going to go ahead and come down to the forearms. Take the gaze forward, tucking that tailbone here. Should have put my hair up. Breathe. And then we're going to walk the feet forward. So we're coming into dolphin. Pushing through the shoulders here, gripping through the hands. Breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's all come child's pose. Arms out front. And if you're craving more, you can stay in that dolphin or a down dog. We're just going to be here for 3 rounds of breath. And slowly, we'll pull up into this kneeling seated position. Let's roll the wrist out again. We were heavy on them. Reverse the circle. Jumping right in, aren't we? A few of y'all asked for this, so it's my pleasure. I love working the upper body. I do think that it's something that a lot of us women lack. It makes carrying the groceries in easier. There's all kinds of things that the upper body being strengthened is useful for. Okay, we have another side, so let's get to it. Walking those hands forward, tucking the toes. We're coming back into our down dog. Left leg sweeps up. Take it knee to nose. Big round here. Continuing to breathe. We're not holding or clenching the breath. 3-leg dog. Knee to left elbow. Knee to right elbow. Open up, side plank on the right side here. You can always use that knee as a kickstand if you need to. I'm going to bring this left hand to the left hip. Take those 5 dips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoo! And coming around to that forearm plank. So coming to the forearms, tucking the tailbone, gazes forward, breathing. And let's go ahead and walk the feet in, down, or dolphin. So pushing through the shoulders here. And if it doesn't feel good to walk the feet in, you can just stay in the forearm plank. And here we are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower those knees. Child's pose. Go ahead and take a round of breath here. One more round. And slowly, we'll peel ourselves up. Go ahead and take the rolls and the wrist. Beautiful. We're going to come down to our backs for a second. We're not done, but we're going to just give ourselves a break. So coming in for a bridge with our interlaced hands. So feeling for the heels. And on your next inhale, we'll lift. Engaging the glutes and the thighs, tucking the shoulders, interlacing those hands. Nice shoulder stretch. And back strengthening. Coming back to the breath, pulling the knees towards each other. One more round of breath. And release the interlace. Back comes down. Hug the knees in here. When we're hugging the knees in, we can pull the knees away to stretch the shoulders. This will stretch the back of the shoulders. It should feel very nice to pull those shoulder blades apart. If you feel like it, you could rewind this video and repeat that sequence again. I had thought about it, but I want these videos to be like 20 minutes long, and I feel like if I repeat it, it's going to be too long. So if you would like to do that sequence again, go ahead and rewind and go ahead and do it again. It's a nice sequence. If you're ready to move on, we're grabbing the blocks. Okay, so we've not done this pose on the channel before. However, we have done an L-sit. This is sort of like an L-sit. Okay, I'll turn this way. So we're going to come into a crouched kneeling position here. So hands on your blocks however you want them, right? If you want more space, you're going to want them on this level. If you don't feel like you need that much space, we can bring them here. Just whatever feels good. I would tell you to try it both ways. See which way feels better. Okay, once we're here, we're just going to walk the feet in. This is the easiest way I have found to do this. And then we're going to slowly begin to lift in the tuck position. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, this cramps up my legs. Beat the legs, okay? Another thing, if you don't want your legs to hurt, just try the lift, okay? We don't have to take the legs off to feel this pressure in the shoulders, right? We can come onto little bitty big toe here and feel that press in the shoulder. You don't have to lift the feet up to feel the weight in the shoulder. That's all I'm trying to get at. So try this a few times, just playing, feeling the compression, feeling the muscles engage. And of course, trying it both ways here. That way is actually easier for me too. Yes, that's right, baby. Another thing that we're going to do every day is a wall hold. If you've never done a wall hold, I have headstand and handstand videos really going through wall holds. So if you're not into the handstand, take a headstand, okay? Whatever you like, we're going to come in 60 seconds. So let's go. I'll count us through it. Get on up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, halfway, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, push through the shoulders, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, I know. It's burning. It's burning. Coming into puppy here. If you want to use the blocks, this will deepen the stretch through the shoulder. If not, just come down to normal puppy pose. Oh yeah, and stretch those shoulders out. Tell yourself you are amazing. I know you all love my count. We're going to do that every day. That's what got me most of my upper body strength was wall holds. I do them while I'm cooking. There's always timers going off. So when you see a timer and it's got like 2 minutes, a minute and a half left, pounce upside down. See how long you can stay there for. I promise it will build so much muscle in your upper back and in your shoulders. And if you were just in headstand, that's how I started. I did not start in handstand. I have to clarify that. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, we're just going to come back into the child's pose. Allowing that breath to come back to its natural rhythm. I'll take one more round of breath here together. And slowly we'll peel up. Coming back into our seated position, we're just going to do those stretches again. Some of them, not all of them. So big open here. And we're going to take that hug, right arm on top. Grabbing those shoulder blades. Grabbing 4 of those shoulder blades. And a big open. And this time, left arm's on top. Grab those shoulder blades. And a big open. And we're going to interlace those hands behind our back again. Maybe bringing the palms towards each other and then pulling up. Should feel nice after what we've just done. I know this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. I get that. But for those of you that have done this, you can release. Way to go. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms up. And exhale them down through heart center. I hope that you receive all the benefits of the upper body strength from this flow. I hope this was exactly what you were looking for. I'll look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Namaste. Please comment. Let me know what you thought about this. How did this go for you? Let me know what I can help you with. Once again, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.